Hello guys, welcome to Harpyja's global channel. My name is Cavalli, and recently we reviewed the vacuum robot from Neatsvor, the X520, and today we'll cover the test results as well as the details while experiencing this product. Hope you guys enjoy. Neatsvor is a company based in China. They're mainly focused on vacuum cleaners. The X520 is more on the entry line of these products, but still has some level of mapping and also has Wi-Fi communication. The unit's construction is good. Mostly is plastic on its sides, on the bottom, but on the top it has a large tempered glass which gives a great look and has a nice finish to it. On the front there's a large bump. There's a different kind of plastic in the front, and that's to hide the infrared sensors to collect the dust and the debris. There are two brushes in the sides as well as a roller in the center. And that's where actually the suction happens. There are two reservoirs, one for dust and one for water. So one is basically a dispenser where you put water in it and it will slowly drip into the mop. And the dustbin uses 3 different filters in order to collect the maximum amount of debris. The largest one is a plastic mesh, and that one has contact directly with the dust that stays in the reservoir. The second one is just a piece of foam, still washable, but simple. And the third one is a HEPA filter. By the way, the unit comes with 2 of these, not just the filters, but also the cleaning brushes and a mop. So 2 of all these pieces that you can later find to buy separately. Both bins are easy to remove and to reconnect, and they also have good sizes. The dust bin is close to 760 milliliters, and the water dispenser is around 400 mils. The unit also comes with a base, and it's where the robot comes back after it finishes its cycle, and it also has a remote control. The mapping of the unit is simple. It mostly relies on the movement of the wheels itself, so if it gets caught on wires or slips somehow, it will get lost in the map. Still, if the place has a good traction, there's not any objects that can compromise, it will cover the area quite well. To turn on the unit, you can press on the unit itself, or on the app, or on the remote control. Also, on the product itself, there's a button to go back home, so it'll come back to its base. There are 4 different functions on it. One is to basically cover the whole area, and later it goes through the perimeter several times before it goes back to base. And on the tests done here, even with obstacles, the product performed pretty well. However, the infrareds, they don't pick up very well dark or small objects. So sometimes you're going to rely on the bumps to actually change its direction. The second function is just to cover corners, so the unit will just go to the first corner and will start going through the perimeter many times before it goes back to the base. The third function is a mop, and basically is the same as the first one. It will cover the whole area, then cover the corners, it will go back to base, but in order for it to work, it needs to connect the mop reservoir. After that, it will do the same cycle as the first one. The fourth one is one that is only present in the app, and that's for localized cleaning. You have to put the robot in the place where you want to clean it, and it will do a spiral, and it will go back, and then later go back to base. The unit works with a third-party software called Tuya Smart. It's a decent software, easy to use. You can program the time when it starts, when it ends. You can change the suction power of it, as well as connect to Google Home and Alexa. This product has 4 power suction levels, which give great flexibility in order to use it quietly or to use it efficiently. When using in the quiet mode, it's close to 60 dBA, which is a reasonable sound. However, when using in the max, it's close to 74, and then it could be bothering. Also, when changing the power, it will affect considerably the battery. So when using in the normal mode, you can last for 3.5 hours basically, but when using in the maximum, it will only last 1 hour. One important thing, when changing the power suction, it does not change the speed of the unit. You only change the vacuum pressure in order to collect larger objects. So in the test that we did, we used dust up to beans. So beans very heavy and dust something very thin, but that can spread a lot. On these tests, the dust level was collected quite well. The unit collected above 80% on the first pass and almost 100% on the second. When running on the carpet, larger debris collected really well, above 90%. having only difficulty with small debris that could get in the middle of the carpet fiber. On this test, it collected close to 60% of the debris, but it's important to know that we use the normal mode for this case. When putting it on the max, in that case it collected 77%, which basically means if you put more power, it'll collect more. When running the test to collect large objects, the product went really well, basically collected all the beans that we put in this area. Some products that we tested had less suction power, delivered worse results when dealing with heavy objects. Even though the mopping function is interesting, it will not remove the stains in one pass. On the test we did here, we put some coffee stains around the table and we put the product to run many times over it, and in many cases it still did not remove the stains after many passes over it. In terms of safety, the unit has 3 sensors in the bottom to avoid falling from stairs or corners. The unit performed very well for 30 minutes straight on a wooden board, and in none of the cases it demonstrated even a sign that would drop. The dust filter is easy to clean. The plastic filter can be washed under the sink. The only piece that we can't wash is the HEPA filter. Those you have to change every once in a while. By the way, you can buy those online. AliExpress has those in a decent price, easy to find. And the mop itself, you can also put it in the washing machine or wash it by hand. That's about it for today, guys. Tell me what you think. You like the product, you don't like the product, put it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.